Hello everybody and welcome to this month's trance channeling of Ascendant Master Yeshua. So today we have Isabel. Hello Isabel.
Hi.
And we'll be reading out questions for other members who are in our Patreon community. So those who don't know me, my name is Kimberley and I channel the beings of the light. So today's session with Yeshua, the questions that are coming in for Yeshua were all from our members in our Patreon community. All right, so I'm going to bring Yeshua through me and he'll speak out of me. And then afterwards, we'll have a little debrief as well. Okay, we'll see you on the other side. Hello, my dear ones. Hello, my dear.
Hello.
It is not by accident that you are here and that all of you watching is here. I am here to assist you in remembering the love that you are. The love that you are and the love that all of those around you are. And that all is perfect. It's about tapping into your heart center. It is there where the connection to all your brothers and sisters lie. It is there where forgiveness lies for your brothers and sisters, for the compassion to your brothers and sisters, until you get to the point where you see all is perfect and all is one. It is all from the heart center. The heart center is a center for human evolution. It is not here, my dear ones. It is the heart. It is the feeling. It is the connection. Connecting with the infinite intelligence, the infinite universe that you are. Connecting with all that is through here. And once you focus more on your heart center and live from your heart center, you will transition the limitations that you perceive. For all limitations that you perceive are in the illusion, in the nature of duality that you are transcending out of. Once you live more in the heart center, you are able to live free of the illusion and live joyously in your reality, knowing who you are, knowing that you are love, knowing you are connected, knowing that you are here to expand and you are here to experience contrast. And all those around you are playing roles for you to assist in this. It's from living into the heart, letting go of old systems, the systems that is in your collective consciousness, in your matrix. It is being transitioned, and to assist in this transition, it is about letting go of all this conditioning. And to do so is to live in the heart. For all conditioning lives here. Your belief systems have been passed down throughout many generations, throughout the collective consciousness, through your society. It no longer serves you, this conditioning. It is time to come to oneness. It is time to come home to who you truly are, that is love, and that is perfect, and that is divine, that all of you are. The kingdom of heaven, kingdom of God is here. It is you. It is your brothers and sisters. You are the one. You are God. All of you are. We are not above you. We are within you. We are you. Can't you see? As you evolve, as your consciousness evolves, you start to see the true power that you are. The limitless that lies within. And once you practice consciously living in the heart center, you'll unlock more of your divine gifts. Your divine gifts that assist in your evolution, your enlightenment. But if it is meant for you, for your life mission, it will also assist others in showing them the light and allowing them to also live in the heart center. For you are all connected. You are all evolving. You are all coming home to love. And we love you. And we are always with you. And you feel us around you. Sometimes you doubt us due to certain conditionings. You may perceive us differently, but just know, once you raise your vibration, once you live more in the heart center, once you let go of your belief systems that are based in duality, let go of belief systems based in fear, you will know who you truly are. You will know why you are here. You will know oneness. And this is occurring now in your stage of human evolution. You are coming home. You are coming into oneness. And it is this consciousness that is occurring now in your collective. Individually, you are already on this journey. But due to the amount of those of you undertaking this journey, it is now affecting the collective consciousness. You may see things occur around you in your reality. You may judge this as wrong. You may see this as consciousness going the other way. But my dear ones, things occur in your illusion to allow you to go deep, to allow you to choose something else, to allow you to be brought back to love, to compassion. These are the events that are occurring around you. This what occurs for those people associated with those situations and for those of you witnessing these. They all exist to allow you to come back to love. Contrast occurs. Contrast occurs to allow you to come back to love. This is how you expand out of this duality illusion, in this illusion that you exist in, that you chose to come here to expand in. There is two vibrations, fear and love. With the combinations of these frequencies, you expand in higher truth, There is no fear. The fear only exists in this experience of your life in this time continuum of being on Gaia. And much expansion comes from it to experience the fear. For fear in the non-physical is not there. You get to experience fear, and how grand is that you chose to come here. Do not remember who you are. Coming here faced with this fear, faced with duality, and to expand out of it. So much connection occurs from this experience. The ripples you create, ripples throughout all of the universe, not just throughout your brothers and sisters, but you are all connected. You are highly advanced. Only the most advanced could come here to not remember who they are, to be faced with such fear frequencies. But those of you who didn't know how to deal with fear frequencies, because in non-physical there is no fear. It is about coming home and remembering that there is just love, and fear is just an experience that is here on Gaia, in your reality. Of course, there are versions of other vibrations on other worlds and other planets, but it's about focusing here, focusing on your experience. This is how you expand. This is how you transition through the conditioning in the collective consciousness. Much fear has been in your collective consciousness, but you are transitioning out of that. And to do that is to return home.
Thank you, Yeshua. Are you ready for your questions?
Yes, mighty one.
Okay. What is your relationship to the divine feminine? Now embody complete oneness in your work with the light.
We represented, me and my beloved, who you call as Mary Magdalene, we represented the balance coming together of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And these created processes and triggering processes in your consciousness, we would say. And this rippled out throughout all of your consciousness, throughout all of time. One is no better than the other, for it is about a perfect balance. And with our union and our teachings, we brought forth this balance. Of course, due to, we would say, divine timing, due to events within your perceived history. These teachings, we would say, were not overtly open in your society. You went through periods of time in your collective consciousness where there was much contrast, where there was not much empowerment, we would say. Although you were so enlightened, you had forgotten your power. Our purpose, in which the lifetime you call as Jesus, we came through to empower the divine masculine and the divine feminine, to bring forth that perfect balance of union. And that is what is occurring now in your collective consciousness. It is the balancing of the divine feminine and divine masculine. For then, when the two balance and they merge together, it will be oneness. This is occurring not only in your collective consciousness, but is occurring in your actual DNA. You as a human being, parts of your brain are being activated. Your DNA, your actual physical bodies that you perceive it as, is also merging the divine and feminine aspects. You see this in your society. More people are not defining themselves as feminine or masculine. You see it in your society. There is much merging already occurring. More of this is more overtly in the opening. You see this all around you. And with time, these identities that you call as woman, as a man, will also blend in time to match the consciousness. This is why on your planet you have distinct males and females, you would say. But that is all changing. Your DNA is changing. Your consciousness is changing. But yes, due to our purpose in that time in which you call me as Jesus, I was able to get into, we would say, in your terminology, the enlightened state. In oneness becomes the merge of the feminine and the masculine. The very definitions of divine feminine and masculine is also changing to match the collective consciousness. Attributes of both merge together to be a perfect balance. For aspects, we would say, of divine masculine, the flight or fight response, we would say, it is no longer needed. Yes, it was needed at a time to keep you alive, but it's no longer needed anymore. And that aspect still is there to, we would say, to safeguard you. For those of you who are not aware of who you truly are, so you are able to stay here longer on the earth plane to expand. So those properties are beneficial to a degree, but it's not there to control your life. Analyzing different aspects are all perfect balance, and they're there to bring you here for a reason. They are here to bring you to a certain point, to allow you to go inward and to see who you truly are. Now it's about a merge. The power, the intuition, the knowing, the strength. It is all divinely perfect. And that is what is occurring. The consciousness of oneness, not just in higher truth, but within your illusion. The oneness is being moved. You are now transitioning into perfect balance. And this is the Great Awakening. And this is fundamentally at the core of what is occurring. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you explain as much as possible about your knowledge of the arts of alchemy?
There are many different aspects of what you call alchemy. Different avenues, different perspectives. Of course, the alchemy in certain time periods were, in your terminology, more basic. And of course, as we have all evolved, as the consciousness has evolved, the practices of alchemy has also increased, has advanced to match the consciousness, to match the vibration, for all is expanding. If you are referring to the time I had as Jesus, yes, we were of some alchemic practices with the energies, with the divine feminine masculine. We practice as well alchemic, we would say, reaction, the alchemic union between male and female energies through practices of bringing the bodies together. You refer to these as tantric practices. We used a lot of these practices to merge our bodies, to merge our, we would say, our energy, spirit, to merge our codes, to bring forth this message, to bring forth a ripple throughout all of consciousness. Throughout your timelines, some practices relating to this have been frowned on, we would say, but it's true nature. At the very heart, it's recognizing the perfect union. And of course, the perfect union doesn't have to be a male and a female. It could be two males, it could be two females for your all oneness. It's about bringing the two beings together into perfect union, being able to recognize that they are one. And it's a process of going into the oneness of all that is and recognizing there is oneness. Once you can fully merge with another person, then you'll have the taste of the oneness. You'll understand that you are your brothers and sisters. And this powerful union energy is increased. And it brings forth more energy, more life force into your being to create, to live in a more powered life. But yes, there are many processes, many different avenues, using light, using sound. Sound was also used in my time as an alchemic process. although the knowledge of it might not be overtly open in our society, but everything has a frequency and everything has an alchemic reaction. It is due to the purposes of why you take this action. All is energy, and all interplays with another. All is energy. Therefore, everything has an alchemic reaction. For everything changes. For all is energy. All energy interplays with all other energies. It is your intention. What are you using it for? What is your intention? Is it for healing? Is it for empowerment, for enlightenment? Is it for tapping into the universe? There are many forms out there. And now that you are now more higher in frequency, you are able to bring forth more higher ideas, techniques that are based not just on this world, but on other worlds. You are more advanced. You can tap into more of this knowledge by going within. It is all there. If you were to bring forth this knowledge of alchemy and practices of alchemy, if you're meant to bring this forth, then it's already within you. It is about going within. And when you're ready, it'll be unlocked from your divine blueprint and it'll be shown to you. Thank you.
Thank you. How can we best beam light and positive thought forms towards those who are suffering most? Can such persons receive energetic telepathic message better than physical words sometimes?
Yes, my dear ones. For telepathic messages are not blocked from belief systems. Their higher self can receive this information, even if they are not conscious of it. It is all there. You are beings of energy. Energy is not confined by time and space. Why are you just being around people? You're emitting energy, and those people receive your energy. There is no separation. You can make the intention to send love to those that you're inspired to. Make the intentions. By making intention, it imprints energy. There are many different ways to send the energy. But truly, make the intention with love. See the person as perfect. For seeing them who they truly are. They actually chose to go through situations that may appear fearful. You may see it as wrong, but they chose to experience these things. Make the intention for it to have the outcome for their highest good. Recognize that they are loved and that they are perfect. If you wish, make the intention that they will be able to receive the answers, receive the guidance, and they'll be able to act on from the heart center. Wish them to allow them to remember who they truly are, for they are capable. They have all the love within them to overcome any fear, any obstacle. Connect through here. You are all connected. Go into your heart center. If it helps you, visualize. Feel the love within. Make the intention to connect and do so. Let go of attachments, of how they will receive your love, how the outcome will go. Because all is perfect, my dear ones. Thank you.
Thank you. Were you fully telepathic with your disciples, and were they fully telepathic with each other?
At that particular point, my journey of enlightenment, in your terminology, was not complete in that life mission at that stage. So yes, I had heightened abilities, we would say, but these teachings that we had with one another, we were quite sensitive, we would say, but we were not as a group to the level that you could be now in your vibration. Oh yes, we did rely on intuition, and we had some form of non-verbal communication, and yes, some form of telepathic communication in your terminology, but that was just picking up on the oneness, recognizing that there is oneness. We were able to tap in part to the collective consciousness, but our group was not at the level that you are now as the group. Although yes, my vibration was quite heightened and I did have abilities, and then after the resurrection story, I became fully enlightened. In your terminology, of course, you are all enlightened, but it's about remembering it. No one is more advanced than the other. It's about remembering it in your consciousness, living in a state of oneness, recognizing that you are one. You all have these abilities. And all these things are just stories. They do not relate to you, my dear ones. It's about the now. No, the consciousness now is more advanced than it has ever been. Thank you.
Thank you. Did you consider your disciples were a mystery school?
We did not see ourselves as any mystery or any school. We were just bringing forth light. We were bringing forth the message of oneness. There was no label. We were just bringing forth what we were guided to bring forth. Throughout time, information has been used in different ways, different labels. But if you're referring to this period in your time continuum, we're just bringing the message like many of you are doing now. Following the guidance, pushing past fear. Even in the knowing, there was much fear and contrast in the consciousness of that time. We were there to shine the light for others, to remember their light, to remember that they are one, not to remember that they are powerless, but to teach them, to allow them to remember that they are powerful, that they are empowered, and that they are God, that all is one. Thank you.
So when you were with your disciples and you were giving the message of unity, you had the ability, did all of your disciples have the ability to receive guidance? Like, could they channel other beings of light to help them?
Some of them did not recognize this word as channeling, but yet because they had this mission, they felt guided to come into my presence and others, and they felt a strong calling to assist in this mission. Some of them were not aware of, we would say, higher powers in your terminology, other beings guiding them, but we were not doing anything alone. We were all guided. We all had
Mhm.
this distance of source and all the beings of the light, whether we were all conscious of it or not. And this is how it works. You feel called to something. You feel inspired to do that something. This is us assisting you and guiding you. You
So,
are at a vibration where you can see past the illusion and you can see what is really occurring. Our vibrations at the time, we would say, were more dense in the general collective.
mm,
There was less understanding
mhm,
of the actions of what is really beyond the illusion. But we knew we were guided by Source, and we knew that we were here to assist in the collective consciousness and empowerment of humanity.
mhm. Did you have, just out of curiosity, did you have a teacher from the non-physical that worked with you on a special ability for you? Like, you know, Kimberley and I, we were talking earlier, and Isis is helping her with the sound alchemy. Did you have somebody like that for you on the other side, assisting you?
Well, all of you have many beings assisting, and this is how it works. For any inspirational person, you would say, whether it's me or another person in your time continuum that you see as enlightened, all of them had assistance from the non-physical. I had a direct connection to Source, for my vibration was at a high level. Much of my frequency was due to other experiences on other worlds, but this does not relate to you, this time continuum. My message is that you are oneness, and that all these people, you, everyone has assistance from a non-physical. None of you are alone. We were never alone. Any inspiration, any guidance is from the non-physical, and these beings assisted us like they are assisting you. Just remember this. Anyone can be in the position that I was if you recognize who you truly are. Of course, I had this particular mission to overtly bring forth these messages into a wide, we would say, in your collective consciousness, on a wide level, on an expanded level. The message to allow people to absorb it into their consciousness awareness. Of course, the message was, we would say, changed due to certain perspectives in the consciousness. But now, due to your vibrational level and your consciousness, we are all able to come forth now in a non-distorted way. We are now able to come forth for you to hear these higher truths, to know that you are not alone, that you have many guides. All of us are assisting you, whether you are aware of it or not. We are all here out of love. We are all here assisting you, for we recognize that you are us, as we are one and we are all love. Things occur in your life and you doubt that you are being assisted. You doubt that something isn't perfect. You doubt that something's happening to you. But in fact, my dear ones, everything is being orchestrated to assist you to expand, whether you are consciously aware of it or not. Everything occurs out of love, even though you do not feel this love all the time. It's because you're seeing it in the perspective of the illusion of duality. Just know everything is happening for your highest good. It's about letting go and trusting to raise your vibration, to allow you to live more in love, is to let go. This old conditioning, these old stories do not serve you any longer. Of course, you have free will. And if you choose to stay in these perspectives, then so be it. But those of you watching this have chosen something else. Those of you watching this have chosen to remember, to realize their God self, that they are source, that they are perfect. Yes, you all have unique roles and things you wanted to explore here. It will be shown to you. When you recognize that you are love, it will be released from your divine blueprint in the divine time when you are vibrationally ready. Trust that all is occurring out of love. Thank you.
Thank you, Yeshua.
My dear one. And you are expanding greatly too, my dear one, as you know.
Oh, thank you, Yeshua. I felt you the other day. I said, oh, my friend is saying hi.
As you become more sensitive, you start to experience our presence more around you, but we are always there. You are just now seeing through more of your senses of our presence and hearing our words. And by being in the present moment, you can receive our guidance. And this is how it works. Just know we are always there. You are never alone, as you know. And you are now starting to see your journey in front of you. You are starting to see how everything lined up in divine time and how magnificent it is that you are seeing this.
Yeah.
And witnessing this in your conscious awareness that all was perfect and all brought you to this moment in time, your perception of time.
Yeah, it's really fun. It feels like the illusion is really like a movie that I've uncovered behind the scenes. Like there's a director, there's a whole bunch of people like moving, changing the scenery and the set and getting where I need to go. Really neat.
And this is why it's about letting go. Letting go and trusting that everything is happening for your highest good. All you need to do is work on your vibration.
Mm-hmm.
Make the intentions. When you make intentions, it makes imprints. But make the intention to expand. Make the intention to remember who you truly are. Of course, you have the power to create your life. But what if what was in store for you was much more than you can even conceive? For the human can only conceive to a certain point. If you're able to let go and not control and not plan, not create your life, a life will be presented to you more magnificent than you can ever imagine. But you must let go and trust that everything is coming to you, and trust that you are now actively exploring what you came here to explore. To explore that is to let go, to allow the universe to direct your movie and your words, to allow
Yes.
you to explore what you came here to explore. And why
Yeah.
deny that? Of course, you have the choice to deny that. You have the choice to control. You have the choice to create your life, to allow you to live a secure life. But you are capable of much more. It is about letting go. Letting go of identity, letting go of what you should be doing, letting go of what you're trained to do. Just letting go, and we'll show you the way. If you are able to push past the fear, and trust. Trust to the love, trust to the power of Source and all that you are, trusting the universe. Know that you are loved. Know that you are worthy. All of you are. Know that everyone is advanced. Some of you judge your brothers and sisters. You see them taking out certain actions, and you see them as less enlightened, less advanced. My dear ones, they are just as advanced as you, but they choose not to remember at this point. They may be triggering processes within you to assist in your enlightenment. You do not know their missions here. But if they are in your life, they're here for a reason, to assist you in expansion. Trust that all is perfect. If you cannot love your brothers and sisters for what they do, as you judge them, use your compassion if you cannot love them. For compassion is a vibration of love. If you are not able to get to the point where you see them as perfect, use compassion. If you cannot get to the point of compassion, practice forgiveness. All is a vibration of love, and all has the power to transform energy codes into love, to allow you to transmute out of the illusion into the love of who you truly are, to recognize high truths of what is occurring, that all fear is not real. It is just your experience here in this lifetime continuum. You feel it as real. But this is part of why you were here. You wanted to experience this fear as real. You wanted to experience this contrast. It's a unique method of expanding, and this is the expansion method on Gaia for humans. This is the mechanism to expand into in your so-called enlightened states. Transmute fear into love through your belief systems, through your emotions. You create that alchemic process. Everything is interchanging. Everything is transforming and interacting with energy, for all is energy. And energy flows. My dear one. Did you have any more questions for me, my dear one?
No, Yeshua.
Just know that I love you dearly. And all of you watching, we are all here for you. And we are here to assist you to come home. To come home is to be in oneness. To come home is to live from the heart center. To come home is to remember who you truly are. You do not have to exit this reality and this life to understand this, to experience what home is. All of you can experience home right here, right now. And this is the purpose of why you were here. To come back home while still being in the illusion. For once you come back home, you are able to see past the illusion. You'll be able to know why you were here and the reasons for your expansion. You'll be able to live joyously, knowing that you were here for a reason. To know how advanced you are. To know you're assisting others to remember their light. This is the purpose. Those of you watching, many of you are called to assist others in some form or another. With all these processes, with the conscious awareness of these processes, and the ripples throughout all of consciousness, with this love. It will accelerate the oneness transition that is the Great Awakening. My dear one, I love you, and all of you watching. We are you. Farewell. I'm back. How did you find the session?
Good. It's always nice to talk to Yeshua. Always.
Was there anything that stood out to you specifically?
I'd like, like, I know they don't really want us to talk about their past a lot, but sometimes I like to know what they went through, because we're going through it here and now, even though we're more expanded and it's a different vibration and it is kind of still nice to like kind of relate to them, like, okay, they went through it too. They not all of his disciples knew how, they didn't know channeling, but they were inspired and guided. And then I mentioned about you and Isis and sound alchemy, and Yeshua was guided on the other side by non-physical, and it's similar. It's interesting, I mean, they really paved the way for us.
Yeah. And like I know many leaders, that we call leaders or historical figures or, spiritual leaders, are all guided,
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it works. If you're inspired and guided, if you don't know where it comes from, the information, they may not have been aware that it comes from non-physical, but, they were.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all inspiration. Oh, and then what it was interesting was set your intention, because I'll have to play back to it, Kimberly, but set your intention, it doesn't imprint. And I was thinking it was imprinting energy or frequency when you set your intention. Set your intention to remember. Set your intention to expand, just like those two intentions, and see what happens. So I'm going to try it.
Yeah, and that's why it's powerful if you do that when you do meditation. Like before doing meditation, make the intention of what the outcome you want. And that's like when I do my meditations, when I do my Reiki, when I do my sacred sound alchemy, I make the intention. That's why, even with all the benefits of sacred sound alchemy, that's why, I also imprint it with the intention. As you can see, there's different topics in the meditation videos, and I do that. I imprint it with making the intention. So everyone can do it. You can imprint energy, imprint water. There's many ways. All is energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, start experimenting.
Absolutely. We'll do it together.
Good. All right. Well, thank you for facilitating today, Isabel, and thank you all of you for watching. Now, if you want to join in on these sessions, then just jump over to our Patreon community. The address there is www.patreon.com/Beings of the Light with Kimberley. And for all the information about what we do, just jump over to our website at www.beingsofthelight.com. Don't forget also, if you're inspired, to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we upload quite often public videos, so you catch them all there as well. Okay? Well, until next time, love and light to you all. From Australia, see you later.
From the US.
See you later.
Bye.